joining us today. My name's Sarah. I'm one of the directors of Avistra Aviation Consulting, and I'm with my friend Tom Esplin here today. Tom is the CEO of Zing Technologies, which is a Brisbane-based biotech company specialising in innovating the point-of-care diagnostics field, which is super interesting and super relevant for our industry at the moment.
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. It's really nice to talk to you today. Yeah, Zing, actually, several months ago, Zing was developing a diagnostic test for dengue. And when COVID came, we all of a sudden pivoted our research onto developing a COVID diagnostic. Now, our technology is quite radically different to any other technology which is on the market. And antibody technologies have been around for 40 or 50 years now. And what we've developed with University of Queensland is a totally synthetic molecule, which is a bit like Lego blocks. And we can actually create a molecule and plug little bits and pieces onto it to behave quite differently to other molecules or antibodies on the market. Our point and our hope is that with our technology, in future, we won't have any more COVIDs. So our technology is dramatically scalable into billions of tests because it doesn't rely on antibodies. It's a simple, well-used manufacturing process that's used in the pharmaceutical industry every day. So it is quite revolutionary. So the other thing that we've been doing is, and we've been talking with the Queensland government in this respect, of developing a rapid response capability. We can now construct a new molecule with a new gene sequence within 2 weeks. We could potentially have a new test on the market within 4 to 6 weeks, even having cleared the systems that TGA have in place, with some emergency use authorization. Because our molecule actually isn't injected into anybody. It's just a simple, accurate, low-cost test.
That's super cool, Tom. It's fascinating. How would it work? How would this diagnostic technology work in an airport context? What would it look like? What would people see?
Our present version of the test, Sarah, is just a simple pregnancy type test. So
they don't have to pee on it, do they?
Yeah, you don't have to pee on it.
That's good.
Currently, we're using a comfortable nasal swab, not the back of the brain scrape test, but a mid-turbinate test. We are also developing a saliva-based test. So in future, you'll just spit on the test, and it will give you a yes/no result. Very, very accurate, very fast.
So when you say very fast, how fast is that, do you think?
We're working towards an instant test. So we want under 5 seconds. So that you can imagine at a screening station at an airport, by the time your bags get through or your carry-on luggage goes through, that process is the same process you actually are screened for a number of diseases. So
is there, for an airport, if an airport wanted to use this technology, is there a heavy capital cost, or it's a fairly low operating cost from what I understand? It's very cheap for each test. What does the setting up, the capital sort of situation look like?
There's no capital cost. Apart from potentially having an iPhone or some sort of recorder to match a boarding pass with the test. The test is a visual readout at present. It can be uploaded, so there's no capital equipment that an airport needs to put in place.
Tom, thanks so much for sharing that with us. It's really interesting, and I'm really going to be fascinated to watch who adopts this technology first. Really, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, many thanks. We're looking very forward to coming up with even smarter and smarter constructs. This whole COVID-19 situation has really forced a very rapid pace of innovation and development. So if one good thing comes out of COVID-19, it is a step change in the adoption of new technology to address the problems we have. And it will end up being totally for the benefit of economies and people around the world. So we don't want to give up our lifestyle.
No.
So we need a good answer.
Absolutely, I totally agree. Tom Esplin from Zing Technologies, thank you very much.
Thank you.